Starting a brand channel. This is something I get questions about all the time. So I finally decided I'm just going to make a video on it and show you exactly how to do it and why you should do it. Now, the first question let's answer, why should you make a brand channel? Especially as a real estate agent, a mortgage professional, small business owner, why is it important that we have a brand channel? And what is it? A brand channel is really more about ownership, and it's less about the actual uh, what do I want to say? The actual entity itself. Having a brand channel allows you to add other users to it. And if at any point you decided you didn't want to manage that channel anymore, you wanted to sell it, it does become a sellable asset. By the way, YouTube channel sales happen all the time. One of the biggest channels in the industry just got bought out by one of our students, actually. And that just barely happened. So, and that would not have been possible if it wasn't a brand channel because, well, I shouldn't say possible. It would have made it extremely difficult to do that if he didn't have a brand channel in the first place, because it makes it really easy for you to add a co-owner or a business partner or take yourself off of it without losing your Gmail account and everything else that's associated with your email that you set it up with. So it just makes it a lot easier, makes it a sellable asset. And it's just a lot easier to manage at the Google brand level. So that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to show you how to get a brand channel from scratch if you've never created a YouTube channel before. And then we'll also talk about how to convert if you need to convert from an existing channel and whether or not you should even do that in the first place. All you have to do is go to youtube.com/account. And the next thing you're going to want to do is add or manage your channel. So first of all, before you get to this screen, just make sure you're actually logged in, because if you're not logged in as some base account, you're going to need that first. So usually if you have a Gmail account or, some type, if a Gmail account, if you have a Gmail account, you have a YouTube account. So all you need to do is log in with your same Gmail credentials and you'll already have a YouTube account. A lot of times it'll just have like a very basic setup to set up that base account for yourself, but it's usually what you end up browsing YouTube with. So you don't have to create something crazy. But yeah, all you're going to want to do is once you're logged in with your base account, you're going to go over to, again, youtube.com/account. And I do recommend doing this on a desktop, by the way. Don't try to do this on a phone, even a tablet. It's so cumbersome and some of the settings are in different places. It's just a lot easier to do this on a desktop. So what you're going to want to do over here is just click on add or manage your channel. And now I'm not going to click on this right away because I have hundreds of channels that I manage. And so I don't want to expose those people. So just give me a second. I'm going to blur those out. Okay. I chose a different channel just because I manage hundreds of channels, mostly because I go in and I do reviews and things like that. And so anytime that performance is down for people, I'll go in and do a review and just see what the video performance is doing and why it's not performing. So yeah, if you ever wanted one of those, just drop the word review in the comments and we can send you the link to get started with something like that. But basically what you're going to do from here is create a channel. And then you're just going to choose a name and a handle. Now, this isn't super important. As long as you choose something that's just a placeholder, nothing's going to be public until you put out your first video. So just choose a placeholder here. I'm just going to go ahead and say living in Northwest Georgia or something like that. And we'll see if that's available. Great. It'll usually try to fill in the handle to be very similar to your actual name, which I kind of recommend going that direction. I would try to stay away from anything that has numbers at the end of it. So if you need to do like official or your name at the end of the handle, do that. This is the only thing that is going to be unique to you, this handle. So choose something. You can always change this, by the way. If you ever wanted to change the channel name or the handle, you can do that in the customization section. So you'll go ahead and you'll create the channel. All right. Might take a couple of seconds. Now, sometimes it will give you a little bit of an error. It'll be like a 404 error. But yeah, there it is. You've done it. So you could click on that and there's your channel. So you know you've done this successfully. Once you've created this is going to be a brand channel. That's all they create now. So you won't have to go in and do any conversion. But now let's talk about converting. Now, when should you convert to a brand account? If you have an existing channel, but it's not a brand account, here's some criteria for whether or not you should switch over. Number one, you have been doing the right types of videos, you have been doing all real estate content, and you have gotten some business from your channel. That would be a good candidate for switching your channel over to a brand account versus just starting over. If you've been doing some kind of sporadic, and if you're consistent. If you're not consistent, a lot of times you're kind of not really going to get precedent over people who are doing consistent uploads. So it's better just to start from scratch and basically build a new algorithm for yourself. But if some of your content's not real estate related, you've done maybe some personal branding things on there, or dog videos, or some family vlogs, and then you've got real estate, I would probably just completely start over. Also, if you have been doing a channel for 5 years and you've never gotten one single deal from your channel, I hate to say it, but you need to probably start over. It's kind of painful to do that. And I know that that's like a gut punch for you, if that is where you fall. However, I've seen people with less than 20 subscribers get deals from their channel. And I would hate, even if you have 10,000 subscribers, if you've never gotten a deal from your channel, there's really no point to fighting an uphill battle, right? I would much rather have you start over, do the correct type of content, do the correct optimization, do all of the back end work, and then of course start uploading correctly from day one. And then you're more likely to actually get business from your channel super early on in the process. So that's what I would recommend doing. But say that you have gotten some business from your channel, it's all real estate related, you've been following kind of the general process, and maybe you just need to enhance your content a little bit, or maybe realign your content with the right types of content based on search volume, which I've talked about all the time. If that's the case, we just need to convert the channel over, and it's really easy to do. Just keep in mind, it is going to basically create a new engagement score for you. And so when it creates a new engagement score, it has to delete all of your existing comments. That probably won't be an issue for most people because 90% of your comments are probably spam. And the other 10% probably didn't lead to a deal anyway. So it's not the end of the world. If you have gotten deals from your channel, you might want to hold off on doing this and just try to work around the whole ownership thing down the road, especially if it's bringing a good amount of business and you're just trying to increase the amount of business. That is something that you may want to hold off on. That being said, I would say that 90% of people, they don't fall into this category. So I would say 90% of people should start over. So let me show you how to convert, just in case you fall into that category though. So we're going to go back to youtube.com/account. So you'll click on view advanced settings. Okay, and then we're going to come down here to move channel to an account or a different brand account. So if the word different is here, it means that you're already using a brand account. So you don't need to do anything else. If it says move channel to a brand account, then you just need to click this and it will give you a couple of little prompts. You'll click on those things. This is already a brand account, so I can't really show you that. But it will just start that process. Now, unfortunately, they don't have very good labels. So once you click this, it's not going to be like success, it's converting. You're going to have to just come back. Sometimes it can take up to 24 hours for this to happen. It usually happens pretty quickly. If you have an older channel or you have a bunch of videos, it might take up to 24 hours to actually do the conversion, but it will probably just say moving channel right here. It's not going to have any big prompt or anything like that. If for any reason this is not a brand account within 24 hours after you've done this whole prompt, just do it again. Sometimes it does that, especially for the really old accounts. Sometimes it will just, not do it. You have to start the whole process over again. But generally speaking, that should do the trick. Other than that, there's really not much more to it. Once you start doing that, you can go in and start customizing the channel. I'm not going to do that in today's video, but you can just go through into here and you can go into your YouTube studio. But yeah, you'll just come in here to YouTube studio. I'm going to move myself over here. And over on this side, you're going to be able to do all of your customization, your settings, all of that good stuff. So you'll do all of the back end optimization. You'll do all of your banner is going to be inside of customization as well as your profile picture, and you'll get to work on your channel. But overall, the brand channel just gives you more control. It allows you to have another user on there. So having that brand channel from the very beginning is ideal. It's not the end of the world. Again, like I was saying before, There's going to be times where it's better for you just to keep the engagement that you have, depending on what your goals are from the channel. But overall, generally speaking, about 80 to 90% of people should just start over with a brand new channel. So if you are needing to set up your channel, you're trying to do this yourself, absolutely can be done. All you need to do is make sure that you have your channel banner, which is the art that goes on the top of your channel, a good profile picture, and then you can also edit. I have a full course on editing that's in the description below, as well as a bunch of templates. So if you need thumbnail templates and you need help designing those, that's in the description too. Banner templates. So if you don't know where to start with actually getting your channel art done, which is one of the first steps in getting your channel up and running, that's in the description as well. But hopefully that was helpful. You can do this. Starting a YouTube channel is not hard. It just takes time and it takes focus. As long as you follow the right steps, you're starting off on the right foot and you will attract leads by following the process.